Well, hello everybody. Welcome back to G Bear's Off-Grid Ways, Homestead in the Desert. Yeah, look at that rain over there. Bypassed me. Yeah, just went up to the rain hogs up there on the hill. My neighbors, you know who I'm talking about, you rain hogs. You get all the good rain, I get nothing. Always goes around me, always goes over to you. Who do you know? All right. Yeah. It's still raining over there. It's coming down pretty darn good over there. And it was doing that. I watched it come all the way from over there, all the way through, go right past the mountain, all the way through over there. Now that's where it is right now. But it's been pouring like that the whole time. And we got some light drizzle over here coming out of those two little clouds. Looks like there's some more building up over there, the direction that it actually came from. But it doesn't look like it's coming down to the ground. Oh, well, it might be over by the mountains. Other than that, we got some nice big clouds starting to build in all over. I got one right up over my head, but I doubt if I'll see any precipitation from this at all. But you know, that's where I am. I got this one little hole in the desert, and it rains all the way around me. Although last year, I have to say, last rainy season, I got better than 2.5 inches of rain through the rainy season. And the year before, I was lucky to get 3/4 of an inch. So you could tell the difference. Look at the bushes. Here we are in August, and these bushes are still green. The whole desert's like this. All the bushes are green. And normally this time of year, everything is the color of that grass down there. And so we got some good rain last year. And I collected quite a bit. I'm hoping to be able to collect more this year. And my good buddy Don is going to call me when he gets some more of these totes. Now that's the cleanest one of the group. These others have been sitting around for a real long time. But the cage on that one and the pallet part on that one are pretty banged up. So I'm thinking what I might do is I'm going to pull the two top support rods out and take that tank out of there. And this is the best cage of the whole group. So I'm thinking I'm going to pull that tank out and switch it over to this cage. And then I'll have one good one that I can put on my trailer and use to borrow water when I need to. I tried hauling a full container of that, 275 gallons, on this trailer, and the tires just barely crushed down. I mean, it didn't make a difference whatsoever, so no problem. And I only had to go about 5 miles, so it was okay. So hopefully that'll be an emergency water pickup tote. And then the other ones, Don said that when these have been sitting around for a long time, so when the other ones come, they'll probably look like that one over there. And makes it easier to clean them. This one I doubt I'm ever going to be able to get really clean for anything, but I will capture water in it. And then I'll let it fill up. I'll throw some soap in there and slosh it around and get it moving around inside the container. And then I'll drain that off and use it for watering the trees. And I'll do that a couple of times during the rainy season. Maybe I can get this plastic tank fairly clean. If not, I'll figure out something to do with it. Like make a big swamp cooler out of it. A big gigantic swamp cooler. Yeah. Blow that cold air on me. Anyway, it was like 136 degrees in my greenhouse down there today. And I said to myself, boy, it's hot. And it was humid too. With all this clouds and the rain and that stuff coming. It was really humid. And of course, I just went in there where it was 100% humidity with my body underwater. and cooled off. Now, I'm going to probably drain off this water that's in there and water all my trees, water my garden with it, and then put a fresh load of water in there and get the filter, put the filter cartridge into the filter and start from a clean, fresh water on the filter, so I don't pick up all the algae and stuff that was starting to grow in it into a brand new filter. All right, so today I got myself busy, but you know me, I work smart, not hard. And you probably noticed that while I was walking around over here and talking, there's no sofa bed on the trailer anymore. Isn't that something? Well, I had asked my neighbor John to help me with that, but he had some other things he had to do first today, and I didn't feel like waiting. So I sat and I looked at that thing for a little while, and I said, I bet you with the proper leverage and a little bit of thinking, I could get that thing inside this cabin without a problem. So I had to move that big sofa bed through this door. So I did take the inside door off the hinges, and on the screen door, I just disconnected the pump so I could swing it all the way 180 degrees to the other side, and it was out of the way. And then I backed my trailer up until the trailer was within a foot of this door. Then I went in the back door of the cabin, and I came around this side, and I slid half of the sofa off of the trailer into my room. Then I stood this end up. As I pulled it off the trailer, I stood this end up and set the other end down on the welcome mat. And then I stood the whole sofa up in the room here to where it's upright. Then I could swivel it around any which way I wanted. Once I got it swiveled around, I lowered it down and slid it into place. And here we are. Look, Janice wanted to see the room when I got some of it done. But yeah, I got the sofa bed in place. I got Bill's Laz-e-boy in here in place. Now that refrigerator, I don't think that's going to stay there. I think that's going to end up going. And I may end up taking the sofa up against that wall, and it'll actually fill that whole wall up. So I don't know. From here, when the bed is folded out, you can access the bed from this side. So it makes it kind of easy to spread your sheets out and that kind of stuff. And you can get in and out of the bed from this side. But if it's going to go all the way across the wall there, I'm probably only going to have about, I'd say about 16 inches along both sides of the bed when it's opened up if I put it against that wall. Now that should be enough to walk along the side of it. But if you're kind of groggy at night, you had a couple of coolers, temperature coolers, and you might stub a toe or something like that. So I don't know. It'll do some thinking, and then we'll work from there. Andy had given me a bunch of these little stools a while back, and a couple of years ago. And I had one left in the container, so temporarily it's a little table right beside the Laz-e-boy, place to have a lamp on, and so forth and so on. That little rig over there is a humidifier and kind of a halfway swamp cooler. So it blows the air across the towel, which is on top of a wire rack, and underneath it, it has a solar-powered fountain pump that pumps water up to the top of the cloth, and then it runs down the sides, and the fan helps evaporate it and blow the cooler air across the room, and it adds a little bit of moisture to the air inside of here to keep things a little cooler. And it's been working pretty good. All right, one other thing before I close this off. I had to move a bunch of my stuff into here, so excuse the mess. And I'm going to probably do laundry tomorrow if the rains go away. It looks like we might get some more out of that. You never know. Anyway, I went out and feeding the chickens today, and look what I found. The first egg from the new baby chicks. Not very big. It's only like 1 3/4 inches long. It's kind of small, as you can see. But it's an egg anyway, and just the same, it's an egg. And as I just heard in a text message when I sent a picture of this out, yep, it all starts with one. And that's a good thing. I kind of like that. So I was real happy with them, so I brought them some treats, and they all really enjoyed that. Now, I'm looking at this egg, and it is a brown egg. So I'm wondering if this came from Reddy, because she's a Rhode Island Red. The others are Buff Orpingtons. And I don't know if Buff Orpingtons lay white eggs or tan eggs. Anybody know? Put it down in comments for me, please. Of course, I can just go look it up on the internet. Anyway, that's all I have for today. I'm going to thank you for stopping by and joining me on my adventures daily. I appreciate it. And don't forget to give me a thumbs up down there. Every time you click that, it counts. It helps with my monetization. It helps my stats stay up. And the higher my stats go, the more the advertisers are interested in me, and they want to put their stuff on my channel, and then the more money I make. And that's the important thing for us off-gridders, because we don't work a 9 to 5. We're out here living off the land and having a little bit of income like that on top of the peanuts that we get from Social Security to try to live on. That little extra always helps. This is G Bear, thanking you for stopping by. We'll see you on the next episode. G Bear signing off.